Alright, I have this up for sale right now. It's a 1970 Volkswagen Beetle turned into a Baja. It's got a 2.8 liter Fiero motor. As you can see, an oversized roof rack up top and a tilt full fiberglass front end. Not a Baja front end, so it looks like a pre-runner. It's got an RCI fuel tank, Walbro fuel pump, and fittings with nylon press lock lines run all the way to the back. It's got the steering gears been redone. It's got a full tilt GM column in it, which I'll show you in a second here. Move on, you can see the brake reservoirs, easy access. Same thing, we've got tubes going down to the master cylinders, which I'll show you in a second. Full GM wiring harness. Has adaptability to expand if you want to put other electronic items, including AC, in the vehicle. I'll show you the tilt mechanism, which is attached to a one-piece bumper that I designed. It's all one piece, it all moves together. A little hard to show you there, but I wanted you to see the action on it. The paint is on the front is just a rattle can paint job, but you can see it looks pretty good. It's enamel paint. It was to match the body. You can see it matches pretty darn well. Got truck bed liner sprayed on the fenders, front and rear. Does have disc brakes in the front from a Carmen Ghia. You can see it's got all lighting, turn signals, fog lights, regular lights. These lights here inside the headlight, there's LEDs that glow green at night. Got enough running lights, small and large, KC lights. You can see the tachometer in it. It actually hangs from the ashtray, so you can pull the ashtray out still. It's got cockpit style switches for all the lighting and such, and it lights up green when they're on. Aluminum diamond plate on the glove box. It does need the cardboard box that goes behind that, the cutout. There's the tilt column. It is a Pontiac tilt column from a Fiero. It's got brackets customly welded into the vehicle and everything, so it's all sturdy. And you can see the full wiring harness from a GM for the fuel injection. It's got ATO fuses in it. Every once in a while you might see a patch like this that's called dead skin. It's kind of like Dynamat. Try and deaden some of the noises. There's some on the wall over there. Body lift's all handmade also. As you can see, the body used to hang down there, now it's up there. There's a 3-inch lift all the way around that's square steel, actually 2x3, and then that way it's attached to the body. There's no rust or rot in the body, it's an Arizona vehicle. In the back here, the computer. In this box here, you might be wondering what that is. You'll see in a second here, it's where the motor has the air intake, goes into this box, so it's kind of isolated from the dirt. Got the roof rack, or not roof rack, excuse me, the roll cage. Roll cage, I'm 6'4" and I don't even hit it getting in or out. You'll see in a couple seconds here. And of course the scat shifter, you could take off the rat rod shifter that I've got on it if you wanted to and just put it back to a regular T-handle or a ball. Doors shut solid. It does have the glass for the doors in there too. Regulators work. You can see I have a high lift mounted to the roof rack. Roof rack's got all lacquered and urethaned cedar boards. It's attached with 2 bolts. And as you can see, there's an electrical connector here for all the lighting. You just quick disconnect that. Cut that one zip tie right there. And you could have the roof rack off in a matter of minutes if you wanted it off. Got new tires on front and rear, 31 1050s on the rear, 205 75 15s on the front. It also has rear disc brakes. These fenders were hand fabbed from steel fenders. You can see there's a spine inside there to keep them rigid. It's got air shocks in it, custom mounts for extra travel. The 2.8 liter has 85 Chevy S10 Blazer 4x4 headers on it. The exhaust wraps down underneath the CV axle around the suspension and then comes out the back here into a single stage Flowmaster muffler. Chrome tip. Got a Jeep Cherokee radiator for cooling, one fan on the back pulls, two fans on the front push. 2.8 liter is completely refreshed, new rings, new bearings, new injectors, new alternator. It's got a hydraulic clutch, as you can see. And the lighting's set up so that if you wanted to tow the vehicle, there's a quick disconnect here. You can connect it up with a wire that I have that goes across the roof and down to the front of the vehicle if you chose that you wanted to tow it at all. I have the tow bar also. Alright, let's go ahead and look at the gauges and get it started up. The only gauge that doesn't work is the speedometer. It's set up and everything. It just needs a cable made for it. You can see the tilt column works. Me being taller, I like it up a little higher. It does have turn indicator lights. Also has the high beam indicator. And a tachometer as we looked at before. Let's go ahead and fire it up. As you can see, it's running at about 170 degrees right now. Low pressure. Got a high volume pump in it.